Welcome back. We are in studio here with Mile and also Michael Wardian and Maggie Guterrell. Did I get it?
You got it.
Yes. We're back. We're doing some lounge chats, we're calling it here, with some hard rockers and other folks. So welcome, both of you. Michael, you are in the race this year. This is going to be your 4th attempt. And then Maggie, you're 5th on the wait list.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like not a thing, but I'm pacing Wardian. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, I hope so. Although it would be better if you got in. That would be fun.
I don't know if that would be better.
You're not ready?
Not for this. No. I think I'll stay 5th. There's a few people here that are ahead of me on the wait list that should be ready, just in case. You never know.
Yeah, it always is one of the most fun things of Hard Rock. I think the drama surrounding the wait list, especially since they will let people in on race morning.
Yeah. You got to show up ready with your pack. I mean, Katie Grossman's done it before. She didn't get in.
And not gotten in.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
I remember seeing Liz Bauer one year get in race morning. It's like such a wild mental trip. Like you're not running Hard Rock, you're not in the race, and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes before the race starts, you just go and run Hard Rock.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
So good.
Like, here's your bib number. Good luck.
Is it like less nerve-wracking or more nerve-wracking? Like, I don't know.
I've been on the bubble before once, and I didn't get pulled, and it's quite nerve-wracking. I don't like it. It's not fun.
Yeah, that would be
especially
tough.
not getting in, because you feel this sense of disappointment, which you shouldn't really, because there was no expectation that you would get in,
right.
But you still feel it.
Yeah.
Because you do have to mentally prep yourself just in case.
Yeah, you have to get your mind ready. Like, I might be racing tomorrow. You can't just,
Yeah.
Got to plan.
What about, speaking of nerves, are you nervous, Michael? Like, this is your first time. You're a bit of an experienced runner.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel really good. I got here a lot earlier than in 2021 when I got a big beatdown. So that feels really good. And then I ran 2 races last weekend here. So I ran the 8-miler and then the Kendall Mountain Run that you guys put on. So it was really nice to get a little bit of elevation and then get a chance just to be in the mountains and get a little bit high, so that I know last time, anytime I got above 11,000 feet, I just struggled. And so I think we went up to like 13.7 or 13.5 or something during Kendall Mountain, and I felt great. So that makes me feel a lot better. Because when I got here on Friday night, I was like, oh man, this could be horrible. And I feel a lot more confident afterwards.
Well, we were just chatting before we went live, and you were telling me that your training schedule has included a lot of 5K beach runs.
Yeah, it's been a lot of 5K beach runs, so completely not what most people that are doing Hard Rock have been doing. Like, I have no vert for the most part, but I have a really solid 5K time now. I just broke 16 in 5K, so I'll be ready for the Depletion Mile on Sunday once I get through Hard Rock on Friday and Saturday.
The Depletion Mile, let's just have a chat about that for a sec. Is it true, Maggie, did you run Hard Rock last year and then do the Depletion Mile the next morning?
That was the plan, but I couldn't even put on shoes last year, so I did not get to do the Depletion Mile as a post-Hard Rock miler. I did it 2 years ago. You both had run.
Yep.
But I got to participate, but we're doing it again this year. So we want more women to come out, but it's 7 a.m. After golden hour. Come run a mile with us at the Silverton Visitor Center. We'll have a lot of cool prizes. There'll be awards for the fastest post-Hard Rock runner and then non. And so anyone can come. You don't have to run Hard Rock.
Yeah, and it's totally free. It's like something that I started after my first Hard Rock in 2017. I just asked anyone if they wanted to go run a mile after the race, and I think we had maybe 4 or 5 people that showed up, and then it's grown like every year. And so I was so excited to see it continue, even though I wasn't here in last year, and I think it'll be even bigger this year.
It's going to be streamed live too.
Yes. Yes.
so everyone can participate.
Yeah,
You
everyone.
could run alongside of us wherever you are at home.
Yes, yes. We don't have prizes for that though.
No,
I
we don't.
think.
Savage.
Love it. Well, let's see. Let's talk a little bit about Maggie. You're going to be pacing Mike out there. What does your crew and pacer situation look like this year, Mike?
It's pretty robust. Like I have Scott Allender, who's like a crew chief, and then we've got pacers pretty much for every section. I feel like I want to share the course with everyone, and so like I always like having pacers. Like I know it'd be a different aesthetic maybe to do it all by yourself, but I feel like it's almost the chance for other people to be a part of the journey, and I want to have people out there with me. And especially this year, I think it'll be even more beneficial to have people because of like all the snow that we're going to be facing and just like the challenging course. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing the day with a bunch of really awesome people. I've got like Hillary, I've got Adam, I've got Maggie. I think we just had Emily dropped out though. So we might have room for one more. So yeah, if anyone's looking.
Could
Anyone
raffle
in the
that off.
chat, come on out.
Yeah.
Do a raffle.
that.
Yeah. So yeah.
That was like the Killian pacer thing for Cunningham to.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
and-
that what happened?
I think I don't know how they chose someone, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was through normal. And
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
last
Okay.
year. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean he's got some leg speed, so you don't want to be in a dead sprint with Mike
Well,
at
you
the
had
end
to-
of the
you had
Hard
to
Rock.
submit your running resume. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a competitive application.
Wait
process
for Killian.
to be his pacer.
Okay, well
was a
for us
pretty
you don't
good
have to
runner
do
that-
that. You
Okay.
can just show up. Like we're not going that fast.
Perfect.
Hey, I was gonna ask, man. So, dude, last year you ran across the country. You ran across
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
which is huge in
Yeah.
and of itself. And we spoke a little bit about how you found it quite hard to get motivated after such a huge thing.
Yeah.
So why are you here? Like, how did you pull yourself out of that motivation hole to get here?
Well, I love this race, so I put my name in, hoping that I would get in, and I got pulled, which is just lucky because I spent 8 years trying to get in the first time, and then I've gotten super lucky since then. So I feel like the lottery gods were on my side, and when I saw my name get pulled, I was like, "Ah, sweet, that's the motivation I was looking for." So I've been getting ready. I mean, I haven't been doing like the vert, but I just ran Comrade, so I know I have some legs. And then to celebrate my run across the country last year, I ran across Panama this year. So that was about 50 miles. It was like 5,000 or 6,000 feet of gain. So, I mean, it wasn't what I'm going to face at Hard Rock, but it was, good motivation. And then I've been training. I mean, I've continually trained since I finished. But yeah, like, having Hard Rock on the calendar is like a big motivation, a big carrot.
So we're like, why is that, man? Like you ran across Panama, you ran across the country, Comrades. Like, what's so special about this one?
Oh, everything. I think everything's special about Hard Rock. It's like a chance to come back and see the community. It's a chance to I consider it like a family reunion. Like I think anyone that's done Hard Rock or like been around it, even if you're volunteering, like I was like helping set up the aid stations the last couple days, and like the people that are just here to like get the feel for the event, like you get like this huge sense of community. And then the mountains here are spectacular. I don't know, it feeds my soul. Like it's one of those things that I have a hard time explaining to people, but when you know. So like, and there's no pledging or something like that. Like as soon as you get into the event, you're part of the event forever. And so it's like a fraternity almost, in that you're a Hard Rocker or you're part of the Hard Rock community. And so like, I want to be around that as much as I can.
I think it's pretty incredible the people that showed up to volunteer for the trail work day
Yeah.
that actually shoveled out Cunningham aid station by hand. Like there's all these people that came out to be involved in one way or another. It's pretty insane.
Well, and there's so many hands that are going into this, making this event happen. And it's like, I mean, you have the people at the top, but then there's people, just cutting potatoes. Like I watched people cut potatoes for 5 hours today. And I helped like,
You just
You were there
watched.
for 5 hours.
He just
Yeah.
watched.
yeah, no,
Were
I
you
didn't watch.
cutting them?
I was not cutting. I was the guy at packaging, so I waited
Okay.
for them to cool. So I was part of the conveyor
Process
belt.
line.
Yeah,
They wouldn't give him a knife.
yeah, I'm too dangerous. Well, also like it's a little bit sketchy, but like yeah. So there's and like just seeing like how much thought and support goes into it. Like yesterday, I packed the runner's manuals and like with the ham radio guides and with like what happens in case of emergency and like all these crazy documentation and like thought that goes into the race and care. And I think that you can feel that. It's like palpable. It's kind of like if someone's been to a big city marathon, like if you go to a Chicago marathon or one of the marathons that comes to mind is like Boston to me. It's like there's like a buzz in the air and an energy, and you feel that here too. And it's like not just the runners, but like the crew and the town, and you can. It's there's a buzz.
So good.
Yeah, I concur with that. I mean, the amount of effort that goes into this race, considering the number of actual runners and participants, is, I think, unlike any other race.
Oh, it's like a X.
Western States is great as well, but I think this one is just, it's pretty off the charts. The fact they get, 35 people out to shovel snow to get to an aid station, it's pretty cool.
I thought it was like 70.
70
Maybe
people?
70 showed
I
up and
wasn't
half
there.
of them
Yeah.
went to shovel, but
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy that did the Sherman aid station last year. He said he was up for like 48 hours. Or no, he's at Cunningham, and it was like the greatest experience ever. Like he was exhausted, but
Yeah.
like 48 hours. I mean, you don't have to volunteer for 48 hours, but like it's just like they want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's so cool. Like people like this is like their trip. Like they've taken time off of work or relationships to come here and be a part of it. And yeah, like you said, it's not like a 30,000 person race. It's like 140 people, maybe.
145, I think.
Yeah.
We do have a question from the chat for you, Mike. How does this race day compare to the longest day on your run across America?
Oh, that's a good question. They'd be about the same, actually. So the last day, I was trying to raise $100,000 for World Vision for clean water projects, and I thought it'd be cool to run 100 miles the last day and get to the 100,000 mark. So we ran, I think, 105,000 or 105 miles. So I basically ran from like this really sketchy bridge in Maryland all the way to the beach in one day. And we finished in under 24 hours. So it's going to be a lot shorter than Hardrock for sure for me. But it'll be about the same distance. And I had a big group with me, and we ended up raising the $100,000, and actually it turned into like $128,000 at this point. So changed like, I think over 4,500 lives. So yeah, for me, that was awesome. But like, I think the experience will be quite similar in that it's about the same length and distance, but yeah, definitely not as much vert. Like,
Hopefully you're more tapered than when you did the 105 miles.
yeah, but I felt great. It was actually, I felt so good. I was like slowing down because like we wanted to get there at sunrise. So my wife's like, you got to slow down, because I was like running so strong. She's like, you got to slow roll it, or else you're going to get there at like 2 a.m. and no one's going to be there. But it
That's
was,
what we're going to be telling you for Hard Rock. Be like, Mike, slow down. We
Yeah.
gotta wait for sunrise.
yeah, I just want to get in before the end for sure.
The first sunrise I meant.
Yeah.
You meant the second.
It's
Yeah.
mind blowing, man. Do you have a goal for? Well, do you have a goal for Hard Rock then? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Maggie was nice enough to ask me what my finish times were, and until this morning, I had no idea. So now I have a sense of what I've done before. So I think my best was like 30 hours and like 20 some minutes. So if I can finish between 30 and like 34 hours, I'd be super happy. I took like a 2-hour nap when I did 36 hours the last time. So
Jamil knows about that.
yeah, I think Jamil, you were in there too, weren't you?
I think
You guys are in the same. I think you were in the
think
same
they were like
sleeping
bunk
bag.
bags.
I think like
No.
you left the sleeping bag, and then I went right into the
Yeah,
same sleeping
same
bag.
one, yeah.
This is yeah.
Yeah, that was
that's
really
the Hard
bad.
Rock community.
That's right. This is the Hard Rock
I was just
community we
warming
talk
it up
about.
for you.
It's real close.
I'm starting to
It was quite
really
warm, quite
Understand?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, we were both having like not the best day.
Definitely not.
And like, so how long had you both been running for when you changed sleeping bags?
Oh, I think
Well,
that
it
was
was-
You said it was
Sherman?
grouse,
It was
right?
after dark at Grouse, so 42 miles.
Yeah, but I was coming in to quit. Like,
Oh.
I literally was coming in and was like, take my wristband. And, like, my crew saved me. So Matt Trappy and Scott and those guys were like, hey, dude, you got plenty of time. Just lay down.
Yeah.
And then they, whispered sweet nothings in my ear and told me I was great. And
Feed you a breakfast burrito or something.
yeah,
I remember
no,
eating one.
yeah, it was like saltines, I think, is what I
Okay.
had.
For that.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little less
Yeah.
intense.
But yeah, it was enough to get me back out there. And then what's nice is, like, you have a lot of time in this race and you don't have to go super fast. And every aid station are like rock stars. So, like, if you can just make it to the aid station, because, like, I think on handies, I was like laying on the trail and people are like stepping over me. And I think if I could have, like, had my mom come and just, like, pull me off the mountain at that point, I would have. But I still had, like, I was, like, so far in that it was like 7 miles one way and 8 miles the other way. So I was like, I might as well keep going. And that's like, I think Grouse is right after that.
Yeah, right after you go over handies.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of starts to pile up with people. 'Cause
Yeah.
They have a rough go. I mean, it's 1,000 feet higher than anywhere else on the course.
Yes.
So it can really affect you.
Yeah, and it did for me. And so, yeah, I was in bad shape. But I think if you're smart and you just take your time and get yourself back together, you can get around.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's what happens this year.
On that kind of note, Maggie, so because it was your first time last year, what advice would you give to people that are doing this for the first time?
I mean, stick to your plan and take care of yourself, because I've heard Jeff Browning put it perfectly that, and this applies to people that are just trying to finish as well as be competitive, but you have one match to burn. And so, like, if you burn that match too early, you don't have any other matches. And I burnt mine way too early and made a lot of mistakes. But every little mistake here is magnified because of the altitude, I think. So it's harder to come back from being depleted from, dehydration or whatever, or, running too hard. Your muscles can't recover as much. So, I mean, Mike's so experienced and, like, I think you're going to do great.
Thank you.
Handies is hard for people who live at altitude. I mean, it's just high, and when you're pushing yourself, even if you're just hiking, it's just really hard. So you just have to be kind to yourself and take care of yourself and drink. Just drink. Keep drinking things. Drink Talon. There's Talon on course. It's got electrolytes.
Speaking of drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
That time.
gosh.
Speaking of drinks.
So thanks to our friends at Trail Runner, we have a new product on the market, and it's called Floata. It's flat soda, and we want to give you guys a can to try. Have you tried it before?
I have not tried Floata.
I've never tried the product
Was this at
Floata,
Cocodona?
but I've
This was at
had flat
Cocodona.
soda before.
Are you a fan of flat soda?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer it over carbonated?
No.
Okay. We have Brett here to deliver.
Ooh.
It's got Versteeg on it.
Oh, my gosh.
It does.
This is Michael Versteeg.
Wait. it's
Why do we
cold,
keep
though.
having to ask for another? Can we get
Yeah.
one too?
Oh, my
Do we-
gosh.
Why do we keep having to ask? No, I'm just joking.
I'm not
I've had
joking.
enough Floata.
We can't drink one
I've had
every
enough
episode.
Floata.
Oh, my gosh. So, wait, we just chug this?
You
Yeah.
can
I'm not going to
sip
chug it.
or
I'm not
chug
going
it,
to
or
chug.
whatever
Well, you could
wanna
probably
do
chug it. There's no bubbles.
It's not
Yeah.
Depletion Mile, so just take it easy, man.
We could do a Floata mile.
There you
There's
go.
an idea.
Oh. Trail Runner and Satisfy?
Yeah, Satisfy is also
pretty good.
involved.
Oh,
It's like
pretty
a
good?
stronger version of Cola Tailwind, which is like basically flat, but it has
That's a good
electrolytes.
point.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is pretty good.
Yeah,
I like bubbles, but this is good.
yeah.
Considering, I tend to agree with you, but I'm a fan of this one. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So
Where can you buy this?
yeah, great segue. We didn't even talk about how to get this. So if you are out here at Hardrock, I believe if you go to the Uray aid station, Trail Runner will be out there with Floata.
Wow.
So
All right.
if you're spectating, if you're hanging out, if you're crewing, if you're running,
Yes.
ask for it when you get to Uray aid station.
Wait, but it's not for resale. Oh,
Yeah.
So
wow.
it's free.
You
They
can't
don't
buy
make
it
you.
anywhere.
They don't make you pay for it at Uri probably.
No, it'll be
It'll be
provided.
free,
Oh my
complimentary.
gosh, we should have this at the Depletion Mile also.
if there's any left, we
Yeah.
will have some.
I think it's going to be in high demand.
Oh my gosh, I feel like
it's
you're
hard
right.
to get this stuff. The Flota is hard to come
Yeah.
by.
It's like those shirts from Leadville.
Really? What is that?
The thing that you had, the like sweatshirt that you can only get at the store.
Oh, in the Lifetime store or whatever?
No, you're talking about like the
Oh, the
hoodie.
Melanzana.
Yeah.
Oh, got
It's
it.
exclusive.
Like, don't sell it online.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
I
Can't
tried to get
buy
an
it
appointment
anywhere.
in June. They didn't have anything till September. You get an appointment. For anyone who doesn't know, it's the uniform of Leadville. It's really cool sweatshirts, but
Yeah.
they only sell it in the store. You have to go there in person. It's limit 2 per person. You have to make an appointment.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to get.
Yeah. You don't know what these are?
I've heard of it before, but I didn't know it was like that exclusive.
Yeah, I
I feel
didn't
like
either.
Tony has one. I've seen him wear one.
Yeah.
He's part of the cool club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got in. He got an appointment.
Well, thank you both for coming on.
Yeah, man.
Mike, we'll let you get rested up for your race on Friday.
Yeah, thank you
And
very much.
Maggie, we'll see you soon. I know you're going to be commentating with us come Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
All the best, Mike. All the best, Maggie. Have a great weekend.
All right.
See you
Thanks,
soon.
guys. Yep.
Thank you.